right, I could sure get used to this, guys. Monstrous green day for stocks and for Palantir stock, which went up over 2% on the day, and we hit an all-time high at $190 a share. So we're going to break down Palantir and, of course, the indexes, which, guys, we went up over 1% on the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ, as the Russell, get ready for this, went up 3%. So we're going to go over the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. But first, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join my free email stock newsletter, the Patreon, which is linked down below for my portfolio updates. And now, cheers, take a sip of your water, guys. No more coffee for the day. We drank too many today, guys. Let's dive into it now. So look, Palantir hit an all-time high at $190 a share today, and it closed at, the crazy thing is, it closed at 187, so it was up like 4 or 5% earlier in the day, but we closed at what? Or actually, no, maybe we didn't hit 190. Hold on a second. Hold on. False alarm here, guys. This looks like it's a glitch. It looks like it's a glitch on Thinkorswim. Maybe we didn't hit 190. Yeah, I might have been wrong on that. What do you guys see on your charting software? But either way, we had a monstrous day, man. 2.5%. All the indexes crushed it. Stocks across the board went ballistic. And look at what's going on here on Palantir. We're noticing, okay, yesterday we had a drawdown. I'm sure you guys remember. We went from 189 in the pre-market yesterday, down to about, 182 at close. And notice what happened here today. You guys can see we held 182 as support, which we closed at that price yesterday. We held that point as support today, and we rallied off of it. In fact, we double bottomed at that point and popped. You're noticing that here on the 5-day, 5-minute, and on the 30-minute. You're noticing the overall trend, the uptrend, is continuing. We're breaking over the moving averages on the 15-minute time frame. On the 1-hour chart, you guys see we're breaking back over the 50 SMA. We're popping off the 180 SMA here. So it kind of looks like we got the sell-off yesterday, and, well, Palantir is back moving. It's back moving. It kind of looks like that's what we're getting. You're noticing that here. And the more you pull the layers back, the more you realize it. But let's be honest. I mean, I've been saying this now. We are overbought. That's the reality. But, I mean, look, as long as the market's hot, this thing keeps on going. And we just got a favorable inflation reading this morning that sent stocks even higher, pushed Palantir even higher. So here we are, guys. This thing just keeps going. And, I saw the 190 number and I was like, holy crap. But it ended up most likely being a false alarm. But either way, it's continuing the uptrend, and it looks like it wants $200. I don't know. Is that something that I'm just thinking here, or do you think that once we hit 200, or I think we'll get to 200, then we're gonna pull back, or maybe not? I don't know. What do you guys think? But the way the chart is looking right now, it kind of looks like it wants 200. But I mean, look, it's already up a lot, so that might be too much to ask for in the short term. But just realize, let's say we fizzle out at 190, 185, whatever, kind of where we're at now. If we fizzle out here, pull back, that pullback will probably be the last one before we hit 200. Major pullback before we hit 200. I think that, the next pullback will get bought up aggressively, and then we'll make our move to 200, unless we just rip from here straight to 200, which is a little more unrealistic, but we'll see. What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, as always. And full disclosure, I'm long Palantir. I haven't bought the stock in a while, to be honest with you guys, because I was in it at a much lower price. My average cost is $21 a share right there, and we're at 186. So I mean, it's getting nutty at this point. I haven't bought in a while. I'm just simply holding on. In fact, I've considered locking profits on this big move here. I haven't. I might regret that in a month. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm just holding on. And of course, I'll do more updates. I'll keep you guys posted on the charts, kind of what I'm doing, so make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Now, let's run through some other stocks that I'm watching here, kind of other ones that moved up today. So Intel rocketed up another 5.5%, and it looks like here we're fighting at the 180 SMA, which is the next main resistance between us here and potentially breaking the $24, which that's where my alert's at, which that is a big resistance on Intel. If it's able to get out of there, guys, I think a lot more upside could be coming. Mid-high 20s is here, guys. Let's pull this one up. Oh, looks like we're freezing up here a little bit. I mentioned I got to get a new laptop. I'm gonna get one probably in the next week. I'm just gonna buy one, guys. It's overdue, man. So Intel's moving. VKTX, which is Viking Therapeutics, we've covered them before here. They're ripping again. I'm most likely gonna buy something here, whether it's call options or shares on the next pullback. I'm just being patient on it. You guys know I bought NVO, and I kind of want to have I want to have another player in this space, but kind of as a hedge, if you will. But I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. And Viking Therapeutics seems promising here. The stock is up a lot. That's the thing. It's like it's already doubled up from the lows here, but next pullback, if we're able to get something back to the mid 30s, if that even happens, low 30s, I'll be considering it. But that's Viking Therapeutics. That's moving on the day. You name it, guys. Stocks like Meta's up on the day. Big tech is crushing it. In fact, Meta just hit an all-time high, $793 a share. We have stocks like CrowdStrike moving 2.5%, which funny enough, guys, I sold this at the peak. I'm not going to lie, and it's funny because timing the market's tough, but I remember I sold this at 515 or something like that, 510. I locked in the gains and I rotated to another stock, and man, it's down to 430 now. Not to toot my own horn. I don't even know. It just popped in my head. I'm like, man, that was a good timely sale there. But if this company crushes earnings, they're coming up here in about 2 weeks. If they do well, guys, that could be setting them up for a big rebound. Considering they're now down about $80 from their recent highs, almost down 20%. Or if anything, man, honestly, I wouldn't mind if they collapsed. If this, selfishly, right? If this stock collapsed back down to like 300 or 315, I would buy it again. This is one that I bought July last year after the IT outage when the stock collapsed. I made a good amount of money. I made like 60-70% on my investment. So, hey, if it comes back down, I wouldn't mind buying back in. But for now, I'm on the sidelines on CrowdStrike into earnings, which it's creeping up today, but overall still in a downtrend under the moving averages, death cross, the whole 9 yards. So keep that in mind. But yeah, guys, with that being said, I clearly need to stop making videos. I'm losing my voice. I need some water. Might need some tea at this freaking point. I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to wrap up the video. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the email stock newsletter. Here we go again. That's free, by the way. And join the Patreon. If you guys want to see what I'm doing in my portfolio, stocks I'm buying, what I'm doing in real time every week. I posted an update yesterday. That's on Patreon down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.